Rexx Heartless. You can look at that I've just thrown over my head, and you can think on that, because that's what's going to happen to you this Saturday, 22nd of March, Rycroft Sports and Social. Now, I'm not entirely sure who you've beaten to get a shot at the British Wrestling Federation champion. Me, the Juggernaut, John Allens. I ain't been paying that much attention to you. But this Saturday, you can bet that my entire focus is going to be just on you and your stupid, bald, ugly face. And I'm going to show you why I'm the champ and you're not.
John Allens, the Juggernaut, the creator of the Manly Man Challenge. John Allens, the Wall of Mates, the big boy, and guess who else is a big boy? Yeah, that's me, ain't it, man? Yeah. I'm coming to Ryle on the 22nd of March, and I'm going to slap the up and down that ring, you know, like you did with Doris at Bingo Wall. Right, laugh that one. Anyway, I'm not about belts, I'm not about gold. I just need a new tool belt. So I'll sit in here, John. Do it!
We've seen the new British Promotions Championship defended. Later on tonight, we will have the British Wrestling Federation Championship defended in our main event this evening.
I think Gavin may have partaken a little bit in the refreshments from the bar here in Wakefield.
Very, very possibly.
I can't blame them, to be honest. They do a nice pint of Wingman. And that championship match for the British Wrestling Federation Championship is coming up right now.
Oh, my mistake. You changed the card around on me. Was this you? You did that. Trying to embarrass me.
Well, you know, sometimes you got to pull a few strings in this one. Sometimes you got to pull a few strings. And right now we have a real man's challenge. And this man right here, he's not just a real man. He is Mama's favorite monster, Rexx Heartless.
I find it very ironic that competing in a real man's challenge, we've got a man who was threatening to hide behind his own mother. Is she here tonight? He was trying to bring him back up for his mum.
I'll be honest with you, I would be very careful about what you say about his mother, as he will hold you extremely accountable. He may just send you into liquidation.
Well, if Mama Heartless is here tonight, she tries to pick a fight with Mr. Lee. He's not afraid to show her what for.
Speaking of Mr. Lee, he's going to be leading out our BWF champion, the Juggernaut, John Allens.
Interesting story behind Juggernaut John Allens, picking up that championship after Mikey Andrews was stripped of it. And quite rightly, I might add, because now that championship is with the last real man in British professional wrestling.
Well, it is on paper. But you've got a man you've got a landlord there who never lost the title. And I can't see that sitting well with him for very much longer.
Accompanied by Mr. Lee and adorned in the most dangerous weapon. That big chain. That's come in handy more than once for Mr. John Allens. You give a Juggernaut a chain and he can cause some real damage.
Most definitely. I mean, you could almost call that Herculean in style.
He's definitely Herculean in strength.
There may very well be some walls coming down here tonight.
That cameraman wants to be out of the way.
He certainly does.
He almost had his head taken off.
You can see that Juggernaut is, as part of Project Mayhem, he's certainly not endearing himself to the crowd here in Wakefield.
That's what I like about Project Mayhem. They have all the gold.
Gold across 2 promotions. Sat firmly in the camp of Project Mayhem.
More specifically, Mr. Lee.
That's very true. I mean, like I said, what goes on between the ears of Mr. Lee? And I have no idea.
That's because his intelligence levels transcend yours, Damo. Don't try and figure out what you will never understand.
Those cogs are turning constantly. But Rexx Heartless here doesn't seem to be too intimidated. But it's very rare that you would see the Juggernaut giving up a little bit of a height advantage.
Well, these two competitors are going to be very, very evenly matched in the strength department. Neither man a slouch.
They certainly are. I mean, they are fairly evenly matched. I mean, what the Juggernaut gives up in height, he's got a bit more in girth and bulk.
Will certainly help that centre of gravity.
Rexx Heartless, on the other hand, fairly lean, or relatively lean, but he's still a massive threat to that title.
A massive threat who doesn't seem to be taking this seriously whatsoever. Look at him.
Oh, he's just relaxing there. He's not allowing the Juggernaut to get into his head.
Although you did see him lash out at Mr. Lee not just 2 minutes ago.
To be fair, he deserves it, though.
How dare you?
There we go. And the lock-up. And again,
a real man's lock-up.
The Juggernaut is getting the best of it at the moment. Are we going to see a clean break?
No, you're going to see a real man's break.
But I think that may have just annoyed Rexx more than anything else.
What makes you think he's annoyed?
I think he's just feels a little bit disrespected by that double chop of the chest on the break.
Here we go.
Again, and now Rexx Heartless getting the better of it this time.
And that's why, because he's pulling his hair. He's pulling his hair.
Returned the favour. Returned the favour with that little tap to the chest. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. And what's good for the Juggernaut is good for Mama's favourite monster.
Hang on, he can't pull his hair. He's got no hair on his head.
He's got hair on his chin. Didn't think of that, did he? I mean, Mr. Lee didn't think of that either. Otherwise, he would have probably had the Juggernaut doing it by now.
How dare you? How dare you assume that Mr. Lee had not considered some variable?
Well, you never know. His calculations might be off slightly after his...
They're never off, Damo, and you know it.
Well, we'll see about that, and we'll see what happens here in this match. The Juggernaut's doing a lot of talking, and Rexx just sat there. That what?
See, here's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get him into a real man's test of strength.
The old Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Again, just strength.
It's like two bulls locking horns here.
It certainly is. You can see the
grimace there on Rexx Heartless.
Again, a little bit of a shortcut from the Juggernaut.
A real man shortcut.
Yeah,
I mean, kick. Real man kick. How dare you?
Real man's cheap shot's what that was, and mind you, that was real man's Irish whip into the buckle, and the velocity that Rexx Heartless came out of that corner with.
We're starting to get it now.
And again, but using that velocity to wipe out the Juggernaut with a lariat. The difference between a clothesline and a lariat, my friend. That was a lariat. And now the Juggernaut doesn't know where he is. He's Mr. Lee is having to guide him back to the ring. He's still seeing stars. Heartless. And Mr. Lee's already found himself on the receiving end of some punishment tonight. He wants none of Rexx Heartless.
That cheap shot by Rexx Heartless didn't work out well for him there, did it? Tries to come at him from behind, but look who's in control. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, Rexx Heartless again out of the way of the chop, and was taken over while the hand of the Juggernaut.
Come on, that's a disqualification, surely. Mr. Lee very rightly asking the referee to intervene here, and he's not.
Well, you know, I mean, there's a little element of leniency here. It is a title match after all. We want a decisive victor.
A little element of bias, perhaps.
I couldn't possibly comment.
I could. He's biased. Oh!
Swept from the outside. The legs swept from out of under the Juggernaut from the outside. John Allens has just met with a massive clothesline. And another, oh, nope, he's lining him up.
Looked like he had it goozled there.
It certainly did. But just a straight soup ball of a right hand.
They heard it on that post, but not enough to make it ineffective. And now, a real man has the advantage.
Yeah, and look, Mr. Lee again getting involved.
He was just making him check the ropes, that's all it was.
He could have done that without the use of Rexx Heartless's throat.
Perhaps, but that's the most effective way.
And Rexx Heartless now in with the boots to the midsection.
And again, I notice how this referee has stopped counting.
You may have to take that up with the Ayrton family. He's a second-generation referee. And right now, again, oh, come off it. Look at this, absolute disgrace. Absolutely disgraceful again from Project Mayhem.
At some point, you're just going to have to concede that Mr. Lee is smarter than everybody else in the room.
And he's going to have to concede that he's not doing enough to ensure that Rexx stays down for the 3 count. Whether via instruction to John Allens or via outside interference.
I don't think it really matters what Mr. Lee's doing right now. What matters is what's going on inside the ring. What's going on is John Allens dominating. The Juggernaut laying down fire in the corner, right to the midsection.
Just chopping through the middle of that redwood. Rexx again, had it scouted. Oh, he got rolled up. See, that very nearly had a new British Wrestling Federation champion.
Nearly, but not nearly enough. And all it took was one of those big manly arms to keep Rexx Heartless back down on the mat.
You can see the leg strength. I mean, this says something about the leg strength of John Allens there. When the amount of effort it took for Rexx Heartless to get him in that position initially. And right now, all of the strength and the weight of the Juggernaut is around the neck of Rexx Heartless, along with a fish hook to the face as well. Completely unnecessary.
You can see him there just trying to cut off the oxygen flow.
Yeah, I mean, Rexx Heartless is changing colour there. He's
going beet red.
He always matches the part of the pattern. He wants to match the part of the pattern on his trousers. Oh, double clothesline, both men feeling the effects from that one.
Right now, if he wants a chance to retain that championship, he needs to get back on his feet. The Juggernaut needs to gain his momentum back. But it looks like Rexx Heartless, well, despite the name, is showing some heart.
He certainly is. But we're getting, I mean, the referee's up to 5 now. We're getting closer to almost a count out for one of these here. But nope. Back to the knees, and
that's breaking the count. Now it looks like they're going to try and break each other's face.
It certainly does, like back and forth. But this
now we're going to see who's got a glass jaw.
Slow but effective. You can see the measured strikes as they're getting their oxygen back. Just neither man wants to give any ground at all. And Heartless blocks again and in with a headbutt.
I'm not sure how smart that was. Through all the offense to the head, trying to go for a headbutt.
Get off the ropes. He's got him goozled. Mr. Lee is up on the ropes again.
Mr. Lee's actually in the ring, and he's hit him.
The referee again letting it go, but it looks like Mr. Lee's going for a ride. And there it is. Heartbreak chokeslam.
Why did the ref not stop that? Why didn't he stop him from being chokeslammed?
He's getting rid of, he's taking out Mr. Lee, but in them.
And that's the great equalizer right there. The manliest equalizer. 2, 3.
So a real man's man has to resort to using a chain and a distraction in order to retain his title.
He didn't resort to anything. He distracted himself, did Rexx Heartless. Because he focused on the wrong man. He should have been focused on the man in the ring. And that's why we still have a real man as the BWF champion.
The actions of Project Mayhem here tonight have been absolutely disgusting. And this is just another one on the rap sheet.
Disgusting, you call it. Effective is what I say.
I'm not doubting its effectiveness, but I would still class them as absolutely disgraceful.
All I've seen here tonight is that Mr. Lee is willing to take a bullet for his man. A valiant leader.
A valiant leader, but also seemingly somewhat of a cult leader in Project Mayhem.
Well, if he's a cult leader, somebody get me the Kool-Aid because I want to join him.
I believe they sell it at the bar here in Wakefield.
Look at that bad sportsmanship. What a sore loser he is. Juggernaut was just going over there to shake hands. Trying to show some respect, probably.
I mean, to be fair, he's just had his opportunity at the title taken away from him under extremely questionable circumstances.
Nothing questionable about this. All we know is that the real man is the real winner.
You notice he didn't even go back to the locker room. The Juggernaut, he's straight out of the door. He's in his car and he's away. He turned up, did his job and went home. But
he's not paid by the hour, Damo, come on.
But Rexx Heartless is here with the fans. And questioning the manliness and